Welcome to Drawfee, where we take your dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Willie.
I'm Karina.
And I'm Julia.
Willie's back on the show.
Willie's
Special
back.
guest
Willie's
friend of the
back.
show.
Yes.
Willie, what are we doing today?
We are drawing songs.
We're drawing songs?
We're drawing indie
Whoa.
music. I'll explain it all in a bit.
Ooh,
But
okay.
for right now, I'm going to read you a list of a bunch of people.
Uh-huh.
You can choose one of them
Okay.
and tell me what song, and then I'll give you the song.
Okay.
So, and I'll explain to you why it's so long later. Your options are, everyone listen, because I don't want to do this twice.
Okay.
Joanna Newsom, Death Cab for Cutie, Daniel Johnston, The Shins, Neutral Milk Hotel, The Moldy Peaches, Coco Rosie, The Microphones, Rilo Kiley, Kimya Dawson, Bright Eyes, Sufjan Stevens, Feist, Liz Fair, Elliott Smith,
Just say one, Jacob.
Strokes, Santa Gold, Clap Your Hands, Say Yeah, Devendra Banhart, Tegan and Sarah,
Willie is ready today.
Devendra
yeah.
Banhart again
Shit.
for some reason.
Why is Devendra Banhart on there so much?
It must be really important.
I feel like you should pick
Pavement.
that one.
Just
No,
pick one.
That song's not even in English. I don't know why I included it.
Why did you?
Okay, just give me
Don't pick the one I want, though.
Give me Joanna Newsom.
Oh, thank
Okay. The song is Peach Plum Pear.
Okay.
Okay.
Your lyrics are: the gathering floozies afford to be choosy, and all sneezing darkly in the dimming divide. And I have read the right books to interpret your look. You're knocking me down with the palm of your eye. Go na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Okay, Gerard Way.
Na 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 na.
Whoa.
Na 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 na.
Shakespeare.
Get to it, Jacob.
That
Jacob,
was
how do you
so
feel
many
about this?
words.
You don't need to use all of them.
Yeah, sneezing,
Okay.
floozies.
Pick your favorite
books.
line. My
Sneezing.
favorite line was na 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 na
Na,
na
na,
Na, na, na.
Most of the words were
Sneezing,
nah.
Floozies.
Gathering floozies.
Darkly sneezing.
Read a book to read your
Sneezing
look.
with ill intent.
I will say,
Palm of eye.
one of the things I try to do when I pick lyrics for you guys is like have an idea of what like I could draw to make sure that it's like a thing.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
That was difficult with this one because a lot of these lyrics are hot garbage. I mean, they're great, but they're like nonsense.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I think you guys just need to go with it.
Yeah,
We
luckily,
We got a vibe.
everyone here is so creative.
Mhm.
We're professionals.
Mm-hmm.
This is what we do. Is that a snoot?
I was trying to go for like a sneeze,
It's a gathering floozy.
like a sneeze face.
Oh.
This is one of the gathering floozies.
Yeah, me
Uh-huh.
when I gather with my floozies.
Yeah.
Achoo. Oh my
Floozy
God.
night.
It's fucking me today. Part of why I said this before we started recording, but part of why I was like, oh, I should be on this episode is because I'm sick. I'm kind of congested today, and I thought it'd be funny because I felt like it'd make it harder to tell if it was me or Willie talking.
I thought it would be harder to tell if it was me or Willie talking.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Why is there an echo in here?
Why is there an echo in
We're gonna
here?
get so many comments that are like the microphones are echoing. I don't know
Karina.
if you noticed this audio issue.
Should we do like an audio only Olsen twins switcheroo?
Yes.
Where we switch places and teach people lessons.
We have to like run a podcast.
Yeah.
But it's only one. People think it's only one of us, but it's actually both of us.
Two people.
Whoa.
Yeah, and it only works when I'm sick.
It's very conditional.
Very specific.
Yeah, but when it works, my God, does
Boy.
it work?
It's
would
very confusing.
What would a Karina and Willie only podcast be about?
Something stupid, I'm
It
sure.
would be very. It would go out of control very quickly. I
Yeah,
feel.
I'm like, what do we have in common? Very little, honestly. Good taste in music,
Hating Jacob.
hating Jacob.
Yeah. We started a podcast where we just trash Jacob the whole time.
Jacob looks pained. I'm looking at his face. He's like really trying to figure out.
This is the older sister from Hey Arnold.
The older-
Olga.
Olga Pataki.
That bitch.
when I think of a floozy,
Olga
I
Pataki.
think of Olga Pataki straight away.
I could see it.
What? Olga and Helga are some strange names for kids.
For kids.
You only get those
Only
names if you're 21 or
adults should
older.
be named Olga.
Hey, you say that, but there are names that a child should not have.
Like Carl
Carl. I like Carl.
for a
Ethel.
child.
Agatha. I'm a 2-year-old
Oh.
Agatha.
Yeah, but the thing is that Agatha feels like one of those names that would come back around.
I know. I'm gonna use it, and I'm trying to trash it so no one uses it.
I
'Cause
like it.
I think it'd be cute with Aggie.
Oh, that is cute.
Mhm.
Aggie's
You just
cute.
sound like you went to Texas A&M.
Aw.
What does that mean?
That's what they call them, the Aggies.
The Aggies?
I want to
Aggie.
show my school pride with my child. name.
Yeah, I love my college so much. I named my child after it.
This is my child Fit.
Because you went to
my
FIT.
child's va.
This is my child's book.
Because you went to SBA. I get it. Okay, she's sneezing
okay.
Yeah.
for sure.
For
I guess she's
sure.
a floozy. I'm
Sneezing
putting her in
darkly.
like a sort of a provocative garb. I mean, I'm not really comfortable calling her a floozy. I feel like we don't really
Okay.
call people floozies these
Okay,
days.
feminist.
Yeah.
I just think women can dress however they want.
Yeah.
I
Who
mean,
said
don't
that
call
the
me a
floozy
hero.
was a woman?
Whoa.
Oh.
Who said that what I'm drawing is a woman?
Whoa.
Oh.
Maybe it's a she, her, non-binary, you fucking bigot.
That's fair.
Wow. I was like, has the connotation for floozy changed, or is it just like straight up what I think it is? And yeah, a young woman who has many casual sexual partners or dresses or behaves in a sexually provocative way. What the hell?
I mean, I think Joanna
God
Newsom
forbid
exists
A
in like
woman has
prospector
hobbies.
time, so I feel like she's kind of outside of time and space with that one, and it
Yeah,
gets
you're
a free
probably
pass.
right. Yeah.
Can I be honest here in this space? I
Yeah.
don't know who Joanna Newsom is.
She's Andy Samberg's wife.
Is that true?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
I
It's a
didn't know
good
that.
couple because like you can tell that he's gonna like be obsessed with her.
Jacob's like in a sweat.
I'm following my muse.
Hey!
Hey!
Please
Oh, I
don't share
get it.
personal information about me.
I'm following you.
Okay.
I'm
That's
just trying to
fair.
decide if I want to say something like weird.
About this drawing?
Yes.
Go ahead.
This is for someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's for
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like this is this is a it's a subset.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
knew that when I was drawing it.
It
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
It looks like she was hired to sneeze on that book.
Yeah.
Maybe
Yeah.
she was.
Yeah.
But this is book that make you sneeze.
Okay.
Does
Yeah,
this
like
change
she's not a
anything?
floozy.
Mm.
Yeah. No.
She's
She's
just
a girl
She
boss.
experienced like a
She can sneeze on a book and she knows where that'll get you in life.
I've
Mhm.
heard of the beach that makes you old.
This
The
is-
book
this
that
is
makes
the-
you
make you
sneeze.
sneeze.
this is the new one. The new one M. Night is cooking up. He's cooking up book that make you sneeze.
Ugh.
You open it up and it's just dust. There's
And-
no pages in there.
It's just dust.
It's just dust that blows right into your face.
That was, I think it was Kids in the Hall. There was a sketch, and it was just like the biggest, like the world's greatest horror book.
Uh-huh.
And you open it up, and it just says "boo," and then it's just like a bunch of people reading the book and going "ah."
That's really good.
It's a good sketch.
The book is a man?
The book is not gendered,
Whoa.
You
It's
saw
like 80%.
but it is sentient
Yeah, I'm
and
like,
mobile.
does the book like being sneezed on?
Well,
I
I mean the
mean,
pose.
The pose would imply.
Or does the book
Yeah.
like that it made her sneeze?
Do you
You
guys?
know, he's like reveling in his power. I just called it a man.
Yeah, it's
Damn.
because
Damn.
who but a man would do this?
Yeah, you
Or
got
he
me.
could be a he/him non-binary bigot.
Oh fuck!
Whoa.
Back at ya.
Whoa.
Shit. Today we
Um,
are all sexist in some way. We're representing every facet of sexism.
Yeah.
Each one. This is a learning lesson episode.
Uh-huh.
Would you like to hear what lyric genius has to say that the lyrics mean?
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
Only a
Okay.
genius could help here.
Yeah, lyric genius.
Upon her growing attachment to this man, the narrator is envious of the nonchalant floozies (parentheses women regarded as tawdry or sexually promiscuous) who this man probably associates himself with. This suggests that Joanna would rather be in their place than her own, indicating that she wants him to be associated with him. I don't think that helps very much.
I'm going to look back at this later when I have to render it and be like, what is this? Why did I do
That's what I feel about most
Gathering
things.
floozy.
Yeah. So what you're saying is that this song is also exploring sexism.
Yeah.
I think we're all exploring sexism. in many
Yeah.
ways.
Wow.
I mean, this
Happy Thursday.
this basically fixes sexism. This
Yeah.
drawing.
yeah, this could
Try
mean
being
anything.
sexist after looking at that picture.
I don't know what I am after looking at this.
Well, the beautiful thing is we all sneeze when we see the book that make you sneeze, and that's a unifying.
Yeah.
That brings us all together. I'm done drawing.
I'm certainly not.
Yeah.
Can someone else draw? Karina, please.
Okay.
Tell me who you want.
Ugh. Neutral Milk Hotel.
Oh, okay.
I was gonna say them, and then I didn't at the last second.
Oh, it's because you knew.
I knew. I
It's
sensed
because you
it.
knew. I have a
Alright.
very special association with Neutral Milk Hotel, so that's why I wanted them.
All right. I like that you just looked at me like I was supposed to know that. I apologize that I didn't.
Oh my god! No one here gets
You guys
me.
have a podcast together.
Yeah.
Come on.
We talked about this, I think.
All right. Your song is The King of Carrot Flowers, Part 1.
Ooh.
When you were young, you were the king of carrot flowers, and how you built a tower tumbling through the trees in holy rattlesnakes that fell all around your feet. And then that's it, because you should not be drawing the next line.
Okay. I don't remember the next line. I'm
When
sure
you
it's-
were young, you were the king of carrot flowers.
I'm sure it's something normal.
Well, there's a.
normal.
I will say, going through a lot of these lyrics, a lot of indie rock that I've listened to, very violent lyrics when you actually think about them, or just nonsense, just makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the reason there's such a long list is I realized that it was kind of like a broad idea for an episode,
Mm-hmm.
and then I was worried that I wouldn't have I'd go on the internet and people would be like, that doesn't count, you're not doing
Death Cab for Cutie doesn't count.
Yeah, so I made a big list, and then last night was my brother's girlfriend's birthday party, and it was Great Gatsby themed. So I got drunk off of Sidecars, and then while I was falling asleep, I was worried that I didn't add enough lists, so I made my list from 6 to 20. Because I kept being like, I don't want the song to get mad at me if I don't pick it. And then
The song
The
to
song.
get mad at you?
The song
Yeah.
yeah. About you. Yeah.
So I basically just made a playlist of songs that I like, but
That's
Nice.
fair.
Are we going to release the playlist with this
we
app?
can.
Whoa.
Like, did you make it on Spotify?
I can.
You should make the playlist on Spotify, and then we can put a link to it
Okay.
in the description,
Yeah.
and people can listen to it while they watch the episode at
Yeah.
the same time.
And
Amazing.
then, if it's not there, they'll know that you fucked up.
Yeah, you didn't do it, and they'll know who to
Yeah.
blame.
I am someone who, my deepest shame is that I use Apple Music.
Oh,
That's your deepest shame?
Wow.
Yeah.
There's got to be deeper ones.
No, everything else I do is perfect, but Apple Music, no. It's really sad because at the end of the year, everyone's doing their Spotify Wrapped, and I have it's like this sort of you have Spotify Wrapped at home, but it's just like this weird Apple Music thing that they do, and it's not the same.
Yeah. And you try to pretend you're like, oh, everyone check out my Wrapped.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
don't say Spotify Wrapped, and they're like, ooh, he's hiding something.
They also they do it's like here's your year in review, and then it's supposed to be really uplifting and fun, but the one year I remember, it was they play your most listened to song,
Mm-hmm.
but the song that was my most listened to song, it's called Seaweed by Mount Erie, and it's very sad.
Is that from the new Mount Erie album?
It's from the one where his wife died.
That album is crushingly sad.
Yeah, no, and this song is the jewel of it, but it was my most listened to song of the year, and then my Spotify Wrapped was just playing as fireworks on, and it was just you have been dead 11 days.
It's got gifs of dancing
Yeah.
monkeys.
And
And
it's this is not how I mean, it's an
Funny.
accurate portrayal of my year, but I don't know, this is a very celebratory.
oh, King of
Bunny.
Carrot Flower.
Oh,
Bunny.
yeah.
We are not putting in the effort to free associate too far today, gang.
I love his
know, I
face.
What
love
do carrot
it.
flowers look like?
This
I
is
bet they
such
look
a
like
mood.
this.
Probably like the tops of carrots or something.
Yeah.
Aren't they little white flowers? The ones that grow off
I'm
of carrots?
I'm guessing that they're white and little and grow off of the tops.
That seems right to me.
I feel like this is I like this because I feel like you could play the song behind it and it would go. Jacob, that's not true for yours.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Yes, I love these little flowers. I
See?
love tiny
Was I
flowers
close?
so much.
Oh yeah, that's kind of what I envisioned.
Aw.
They're like the little filler flowers they use on bouquets, and those are my favorite ones.
Baby's breaths?
Yeah. Thank you. That is what I was thinking of.
So are they actually related to carrots? Like, are there carrots under there?
I believe so.
I
Huh.
don't see
They're
why
also
not.
edible.
Good for carrots.
Oh fuck
Ooh,
yeah!
I'm gonna eat them next time I see them.
Yeah, next time I see one of you, watch out.
It's on site. I'm taking a big chomp.
I will say... I guess it's
Okay.
I guess it's just Bugs Bunny, but when I see a carrot with, like, stems growing out of it, it looks delicious to me.
I get that.
Like, I want to know what a carrot tastes like to Bugs Bunny, because I feel like it's really good.
It's different
Yeah.
than what
Yeah.
we're tasting,
Yeah.
for sure. Because he
like-
chomps on them with great
I
satisfaction.
like carrots.
I like carrots too, but not as much as Bugs Bunny.
I don't like raw carrots.
Or are they like cigarettes to him?
Maybe.
Huh.
Or he's gotta be eating them.
Where he's like, he needs to have his carrot.
I
Like
don't
he
know why
chomps
I
on it like he
envision
has
this guy
to.
wearing a puffer jacket, but I do.
No, I love it.
I
Just go, girl.
I was getting big like Breaking Bad vibes. Like he's got like the toxic waste like protectant outfit on. Like he's just like burned a dude in a vat of acid.
No, he's wearing a puffer jacket. What the fuck? He's young.
People will know what I'm talking about,
They
and
probably
they'll say
wore puffer jackets on Breaking Bad.
they'll say, Jacob, I agree with
The
you.
hazmat suits
Yeah, like hazmat suits. Thank you.
Does it get cold in Albuquerque?
No.
at night
Oh, okay.
sometimes.
Albuquerque. That's what Bugs Bunny used to say. It's all
That's
coming
right.
around.
Oh my god.
Are you saying I should be drawing Bugs Bunny?
No,
No.
no, 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 no,
I'll just
no.
draw him in the background.
You've already got some. I'm gonna eat those carrot flowers.
Bugs
They
is the
look
jester of carrot flowers.
Yeah.
He's
Hey,
the court jester.
hey, Willie. Do you have
Yes?
genius lyrics on this?
So, the introductory line portrays a youthful imagination. As a child, you can pretend to be any character you choose.
Like Bugs Bunny.
Bugs Bunny. We are all Bugs Bunny this
Yeah.
day.
The Tower Tarot card is representative of an ill omen, foreshadowing the
He's
coming
just like,
verses.
Yeah, I'm Bugs Bunny.
That makes
Rattlesnakes,
sense.
relative to Christianity, are viewed as deathly evil, so it's interesting to deem them holy. That seems like a
Okay.
judgment
Is that
call.
what the line was?
In holy rattlesnakes that fell all around your feet.
Okay.
This is this is really portraying the childlike wonder and curiosity and the ability to be whoever you want.
Yeah. This is
A
like,
bunny, a different kind of bunny.
Yeah.
A smug Bugs Bunny in the
Yeah.
back of your mind.
Me
what
as
you
a
actually
child
look
being like, fuck, what did I do? Bugs Bunny behind me being like,
the costume how I thought I would look as Bugs Bunny, how I actually look dressed as Bugs Bunny.
None of you better comment on my underdrawing for this, okay?
No, I love it.
I would absolutely buy a King of Carrot Flowers plushie.
Yeah.
He looks like a fun guy.
Yeah.
He looks like he done something bad. I don't know what he's done yet, but it's not good.
I do want like a little figurine of him.
Yeah.
Just like judging.
Just a little
just
guy.
like, I just need someone to relate with me, to be horrified with me.
Yeah.
Like this guy. Just like
Put him in front of whatever you're horrified about and have him look at it.
Yeah.
A carrot.
Someone's going to do that thing where they take a photo of them holding their phone up to the King of Carrot Flowers drawing, like that Lin-Manuel Miranda meme.
Oh yeah, he's like looking down
Yeah.
at it.
But yeah, can I just say that the person who got me in to Neutral Milk Hotel was one of my high school art teachers. Shout out David, not the editor.
Mm.
Shout out David parentheses art teacher.
Yeah.
This shout out is not for you, David.
Yeah.
the
If for
editor.
some reason you are watching this, it's a core memory. Because I just remember one time I had to have been maybe like 15, 16, and he was like, you should listen to Neutral Milk Hotel. And I was like, okay. And in one of my old sketchbooks, I have like the post-it note where he was like, here, a music rec for you.
Hell
And
yeah.
I was like, okay.
We love that.
Yeah.
Weirdly, I also remember the first time I heard Neutral Milk Hotel.
Okay. Was it an art teacher named David?
No, I was in college,
Mm.
in my college dorm sophomore year.
So same year as Karina.
And I was
Wait.
in,
Yeah, that'd be about the same time.
Yeah.
probably so, yeah. And I was in like a friend's dorm room. He had a guitar. And one of my other friends was in there too. And he started playing on the guitar King of Carrot Flowers,
Mm.
Whoa.
part 1. And my other friend knew the song, so she was singing it, and they were singing it together. The first time I heard it was performed live
That's
in
sick.
a dorm room, and
That's
I
fun.
was like, what the hell song is this? I gotta like look this up so I don't look like an idiot.
That's an interesting choice for like a jam session song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Well, they were both kind of indie,
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
little hipster indie
Like you.
fellas.
Yeah, the joke with it being my art teacher is because this was like 2009, 2010.
Mm-hmm.
And so hipster jokes were all the rage.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
And we were like, he's a hipster. He's a hipster. He listens
Everyone's
to hipster
drawing those
music.
little mustaches.
Yeah,
on the
and
inside
then
of
he was like,
fingers.
listen
Yeah.
to Neutral Milk Hotel. And I was like,
It'll change your life.
and it did.
It's a good album.
It is.
I think it's a great album. I'll go so far as to say, I also love an album that's like a really great album, and then they're like, and we're done. We'll never release another piece of music ever again.
Mm.
Not so neutral anymore.
And that's pretty much what they did.
More like Old Milk Hotel. Am I right?
They released,
That's an Econolodge.
I don't know. Maybe it was they released it before they did that one. But the first song I ever heard was Songs Against Sex.
hmm
I think that's before.
Yeah, that would make more sense.
I don't think I've ever even attempted to find more Neutral Milk Hotel. I just.
Their only other album is also very good.
Mm.
I think it's called On Avery Island.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't need it. You know, like there's certain people with like a song. I'm just like, you know what? You did it in one. I really love this song. I can't see me liking more songs better than this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's Rilo Kiley. That's someone. I need one Rilo Kiley song and I'm good.
Is it Portions for Foxes, or is it Better Son, Better Daughter?
That
or...
one.
Okay.
Karina, I love these. Are these snakes all priests
Yeah.
bringing the Bible?
Yeah, they're like
They're
proselytizing.
holy. Yeah.
Like, have you heard the good word? We're trying to reform the image of
Have
snakes.
you heard of Jesus? That's my snake impression.
I know the snake in the Bible was kind of a bad dude, but hey, we're not all like that.
I love this child rabbit being surrounded by priest snakes and Bugs Bunny in the background going, What can you do?
Hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, that's what you said. That's what you dictated to me.
I don't see how you listen to the song and
It's
don't
whim-
come up with this.
It's
drawing.
Yeah.
whimsical. It's whimsical and good. And I'm normal.
experiencing whimsy for sure.
Whimsy.
I think I did it.
Yeah, you definitely did.
I
it.
love it.
Wonderful.
It's better than what I did.
No.
That's for
Absolutely
sure.
it is.
This is also for someone.
Anything's
because
for
Bugs
someone.
Bunny is here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Only because he's there.
for sure.
This one goes out to you, who likes it when Bugs Bunny watches.
Julia,
It's
get in
me,
here.
please.
I have someone in mind.
Okay.
I have an intended.
I know who you're gonna choose.
Yep. Creator of my favorite, one of my favorite, probably in my top 3 favorite albums.
I know what it is, and I think I know what that album is.
What is it?
Say it.
Is it Sufjan Stevens?
It is.
And is it Age of Odds?
It is. Yeah.
Wow.
It is.
Damn,
You got it
called
one.
out.
Because you told me that, and I was like, I have never met anyone who has an affinity for that album.
I
So-
freaking love that album. But then also my obsession of the past couple of months has been Ethel Cain. So I think my taste in indie music is question marks.
It's from the song Concerning the UFO Near Highland, Illinois. When the Revenant came down, we couldn't imagine what it was. In the spirit of 3 stars, the alien thing that took its form.
This is the one that's like, when the Revenant
Came
down, we couldn't imagine what it was.
Yeah.
What's
Do, 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 do.
what's a revenant?
A movie with
There you go.
Leo DiCaprio
and a bear.
and
Oh,
a
yeah, the bear.
Yeah.
I believe it's like a zombie. It's something that comes back from the dead.
Yeah, isn't it like a spirit, like a grim spirit?
Yeah, I think that movie is he's called The Revenant because he's like left for dead and then he comes back for. I never saw it.
For life.
I think that's true.
I've heard I know it's about a guy who gets attacked by a bear.
Yeah, it is a person who is returned, especially supposedly from the dead.
Okay. All right.
It's a damn Zamboni. Back from the dead.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay. My brain is working.
Yeah.
She churning.
I believe.
It's a churning, I think.
Bum, 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 bum,
I was
bum,
mostly just
bum,
trying to
bum.
remember different Sufjan Stevens albums.
Hmm.
I haven't listened to a lot of them, I think.
A lot of good
They're
ones.
good.
I know. I've listened to this one.
Yeah, this one I like.
Me
Yeah.
too.
It's like there's a lot of filler in it in my eyes.
I think I could agree with you there.
I don't know if I've listened to this one all the way through. There's like,
It's long.
yeah, there's ones on here where I'm like, I like this song. And then there's other ones in between them where I'm like, oh.
I feel like this is going to be a controversial statement, but life is too short for instrumentals, and there are a lot of instrumentals.
Oh, don't go there with me, buddy boy. You going there with
Okay.
me?
Yeah,
Big man coming in here talking shit on instrumentals?
yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
I just said that my indie music obsessions have been Age of Odds and Ethel Cain.
Mm.
I don't think I've listened to Age of Odds.
It's experimental,
Mm.
and it's
Experimental,
dramatic,
electronic, orchestral.
moody.
Here's my thoughts on it, because there was the one song I know from it was
Mhm.
they have like a non-experimental version of it on Call Me By Your Name,
Okay.
Mm.
and I listened to the regular one, and I was like, it's hard for me to hear the song that I actually want to hear because there's a lot of noise on top of it, and that was my thoughts on the rest of the album too.
All right.
But if you're into the noise, then it really hits.
I just realized,
Hmm.
like, because I feel like I learned about Sufjan Stevens during, like, a point in my life where my music tastes were being influenced in strange ways,
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
when it'll happen.
because this was during, like, the golden age of, like, or not even the golden age, but, like, the age of, like, LiveJournal still being relevant and, like, Tumblr still kind of, like, being new, where a lot of music that I discovered was not through the albums that they were on, but on fan mixes. Because people would be like, here is a Dean Winchester fan mix and a Castiel Dean fan mix. And I downloaded a lot of music just because I'm like, it's free music, my dude. And so a lot of songs I discovered were in that context and not, I never listened to a lot of actual albums by the artists that were popular at that time.
I don't think that I actually like indie music. I got all of my songs from Scrubs, and then like that
Interesting.
just happened to work out that way.
That makes me feel better about my story.
Like or Scrubs, or I think the first like big thing where I got really into music was I was too young to be watching this movie, but I was watching the Royal Tenenbaums, and there's a song in a scene that I really liked, and that became my personality for like a week. But it wasn't because I was cool; it was because I was stealing it from a movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody gets stuff from somewhere.
No.
Nobody just like
I learned about Sufjan from an ex-boyfriend.
Ooh.
I'm just like, I am like 90% sure I probably learned about Sufjan through like a Supernatural like fan mix that I just yoinked off of LiveJournal.
I bet it hit hard as hell.
Yeah. Just the amount of like random indie artists I discovered through like Teen Wolf fan mixes from 2012. Who's to say? I have
a strong feeling that that's going to resonate with the Drawfee audience, Karina.
Everything I say does, because I'm one of them.
That's fair.
I'm the youngest millennial in the world. And I know what you guys like.
but she's the oldest Gen Z in the world.
Yeah. I'm ancient.
Gen Z's like, I only got my music from TikTok.
Where's my signed picture of Derek Hale? It's right there.
I do have a friend
It's
that was
right
telling me that
there.
all of her music tastes are from TikTok now, and I'm like, those algorithms be working on you, girl.
That's one way to do it.
They like briefly banned TikTok. I don't know if you heard about that, but
We're dating the episode.
I thought that I was safe because I don't use TikTok, and I was like, take that. But then they banned another app that I use, and I was really mad.
Marvel Snap?
It was Marvel Snap.
You get all your music taste from Marvel
No,
Snap.
Matt was, I really do.
Good game, but
I
also
do.
listen to this album.
Matt was like, it seems very pointed towards you because it seems like someone was like, you have horrible ADHD, but don't use TikTok for some reason. So how do we punish you?
Get him.
Yeah.
Like,
I do appreciate that we so rarely use the Drawfee TikTok that it didn't even occur to me to like worry about it being an issue at any point. And then like Mod Draz was like, oh, I saved every Drawfee TikTok, by the way. And I'm like, oh, that's good.
Thank you, Draz. You're better at our job than we are.
The only I have a few of them saved because I made them on my fucking phone. But the only one that matters to me is the one where we hot knife the Bucky chocolate and it catches fire, set to butter by BTS.
That's the only important video on TikTok, I think.
my uses of TikTok, a lot of it is just using the little filter games. And once I don't use it very much, so one time I was in the restroom and I was using the filter game, and then I was done, and then I checked back a few days, and it turns out that I had posted a picture of myself on the toilet playing a TikTok game, and then I just didn't check the TikTok so it was up for like a week, and I just didn't notice, and then I deleted it. I tried to find it yesterday when it was going out, but I don't know where it went.
We should do that.
Take pictures of ourselves on the toilet,
I don't think.
And then just pretend that we posted on accident.
but we keep doing it.
Yeah.
I just can't stop myself.
Damn
Whoops,
it.
sorry, did it again.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh no.
Our TikTok
beans.
fucking sucks anyway. Go follow us on TikTok,
Let's make
I guess.
it suck worse.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure one of the last things we posted was either the video of you dancing like a tree
Yeah.
for David's baby
Mm-hmm.
or not my art teacher.
Editor David.
That one's for you.
Keep
by
it
the way.
David,
straight.
parentheses,
Yeah.
editor.
Or the one where I threw a carton of milk at a Jacob horse plush
Yeah.
and then accidentally put audio on it, not realizing that it was set to have audio.
Classic. Julia, you've just been making like a cool piece
yeah,
this
it's
whole
really
time.
pretty.
Yeah.
It's called Stalling While I Think About What to Draw as
What
the
the
Revenant.
Revenant will be that's coming down.
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny.
Just Bugs Bunny.
Okay, wait.
It's another episode.
yeah,
it's
just
the
take
same
him.
one, but he's like silhouetted.
Just take him. He's free.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
I'm
free
just
real
gonna-
I think Bugs Bunny is the ultimate floozy.
Well, yeah.
Honestly,
You're not wrong.
Yeah, prove me wrong. Atheist.
Okay, time to zhuzh it up a little bit. Just like,
Zhuzh that bun. He's gonna give him like a harsh
yeah.
top lighting.
Yeah.
It's really good.
the thing is, like, Karina and Julia, I think if you were to put these pictures out and we're like, what is this? It'd be like, why is Bugs Bunny there? But I think people could guess the song. But
They'd be like,
not
why
you,
is
Jacob.
Bugs Bunny there? And then they'd see my username. And be like, oh,
Like, oh, that's why.
Mm.
wow.
How
Another
typical.
one, huh?
Karina's been here, I guess. This is so stupid.
This is perfect.
Imagine seeing Bugs Bunny coming down from the sky and being like, I thought you were dead.
I would fall to my knees and weep.
Why are you erasing?
Why are you racing?
Why?
Bring him back. That's when he died, and now he's back.
If like,
I thought I erased you.
How do I do opacity on this program?
It's hidden in the brush settings.
Oh, never mind. I don't want to do it.
Yeah, you're not gonna like
I'll
it.
fix it in post.
Hey, just
You
make
get the
a-
idea.
Just lock the alpha and then do it over in gray over it.
don't
lock
talk to me
the
about
alpha.
alphas.
Lock up
Not
the
when
alpha.
Derek
Bugs is
Hale?
Not when Bugs is here to witness.
Lock him up. People in comments will say Jacob was right. She could have locked the alpha.
No, because people in comments are going to say Jacob was wrong.
Yeah, because he always
No,
is.
they never say that. They love and respect me.
Everybody say Jacob was wrong, and I'll pick
Everybody
the
get
best
up.
one. And
You don't have to incentivize it. They want to do that.
I started a raffle for my YouTube channel. It turns out I started an illegal lottery.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what a raffle is.
Nobody report me.
Well, you just incriminated yourself.
Yeah, why'd you say it here?
I don't think that I did it illegally. I've stated it for the record. I think that I did a legal version of it, but
I believe you.
Illegal lottery.
Yeah.
we're all going to be cool about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so cool about it.
Yeah. Look, I don't agree with the policy per se. I don't agree with the idea. I'm just saying that on paper, typically, yeah, they do classify it as that.
Did you yassify
It was
as
a little
that?
I yassified this
I yassified
lottery.
the lottery.
Bugs Bunny be like, this is good.
I wanted to invoke sort of like aliens, but Jesus.
Yeah.
And what I did was camping and UFOs and Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
you succeeded.
Yeah, I think you got it all there.
I think if any image encapsulates Drawfee, it might be this one.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Yeah, it's a
a good-
contender.
When I try to imagine Jesus, I do typically think of Bugs Bunny first on accident.
They're so similar
They're so
Yeah.
similar.
in so many ways.
Yeah.
Hey, Willie.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having
Thanks
me.
for bringing just so many lyrics.
just the most
So
lyrics.
many.
Be sure to check out Willie's playlist.
My
that
playlist.
will
that
be
definitely
in the
exists.
description.
Also, normally I plug my channel, but can I plug my shirt that I made?
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I realized that like the most success
Unless
I
it's
ever had.
illegal.
I was about to say, as long as it's legal.
It's legal. It's not
Okay.
like my lottery. I realized that the most success I ever had plugging something was when I plugged a shirt here, and I was like, I'll plug another shirt. So I like researched the Drawfee audience,
Okay.
and I came up with what I thought would be a good one.
Okay.
And it is a shirt. It's a multiple choice question. It says, I am a blank tistic. And it says A, artistic, B, autistic, C, all of the above. I know it's a good shirt.
You
Didn't we
pitched
talk
this
about
I did
shirt
pitch this before, yes.
on our
and I
stream.
made it. I made
And
it.
you
Let's
So
made
go.
it.
it's real now.
It's real, and you can find it underneath my videos. So go there, and you'll
Yeah,
find a
just go
little
to the
thing that says
videos.
it. And
Yeah.
If you're artistic and autistic, there's never been a better
Yeah.
shirt for you.
yeah.
Or one or the
Wow.
other.
Yeah.
The options are limitless,
C is
like Bugs
circled.
Bunny.
Oh, C is circled. So
Okay.
sorry, it's not
So
for
everyone
everyone.
Yeah,
knows
so
that you're
actually, if you are one or the other, go away.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is not everything has to be for you, okay?
Yeah.
Don't be greedy.
Go get Willie's shirt.
Yeah, go get my shirt.
Or watch
Watch my
videos.
video and get my shirt. Or
Enter a legal lottery.
Or C, all of the above.
Whoa.
possibly a legal lottery. It could. I think it was legal.
There's lots of things for you over there on Willie Muse, the
Yes.
channel.
Dot
You'd be
com.
surprised.
And then if you want to support us, we have a Patreon. That's the best way to keep our lights on.
You'd be surprised.
It's great. It's got a lot of benefits and extra stuff. You should check it out.
Bugs Bunny is there.
Bugs Bunny's there. We also have a merch store, DFTBA. We stream on Twitch, 7 p.m. Eastern time on Mondays.
Wow.
Also remember to like and subscribe to this video. The more likes and subscriptions we see from a video tells us that you want to see more of this stuff.
You
Which
want
means that
Bugs
we'll get
Bunny.
Willie back.
Yeah, you'll get Willie back.
lyrics.
My future depends on it. Everyone make this the most liked video ever. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you'll never hear from
More
me again.
Bugs Bunny.
Whoa.
More Willie. More people named David.
Yes.
It's all possible
It's all possible.
with your help.
Yes.
Like this video now.
Thanks for watching. We're sorry.
Sorry.
Bye.
Sorry.